Good morning, everyone. We are in North Florida today and will be for the next couple of days. Really hoping to get out and find some snakes down here. It is perfect weather for the next couple of days. Lots of in and out thunderstorms. It's going to be nice and warm. Should be pretty prime weather to hit some of the flips we have down here and to do a lot of road cruising and a little bit of night shining too. So the biggest thing we're going to be looking for is kingsnakes, but there's all sorts of cool bycatch we can find down here, like corals, diamondbacks, pine snakes. Just about anything you could want to find, you can find down here, including possibly even the biggest target of the trip, a whole mess of glass lizards. So we're going to be doing a lot of road cruising today. I think we're going to go hit some tin first, though, so when we get there, I will check in with you guys, and hopefully we'll be able to find some snakes. First herp of the day, Gulf Coast box turtle, just in time before this guy comes and runs him over. Look at that. This guy is really gnarly looking, super cool. Hard to believe that as old as this turtle must be, had we not come along, one of those cars that passed almost certainly would have ran him over. Really gnarly. Anyways, first find of the trip. Hopefully we'll see plenty more stuff today, but I will never complain about starting the day with a gnarly box turtle like this. Anyways, we'll move him off the road in the direction he was heading and keep heading to our first stop of the day. We're rolling. Oh, that was two. Quite wet. What you want. Doesn't look bad at the bottom though. No. All right, guys. Well, our flip spots did not pan out this morning. We're going to be doing a little bit of morning cruising right now before it starts to get a little bit hot, and then we're going to go grab lunch and come back out in time for the afternoon cruising window. But hopefully we'll see some snakes this morning. It feels absolutely perfect for day cruising, especially for king snakes. So I'm pretty optimistic we'll at least see something interesting. So I'll keep you guys updated as we find stuff, if we find stuff. Well, there is our first snake of the day, and it looks like a beautiful little pygmy. Sheesh. What's up, dude? You are handsome. So if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I am a big fan of the Pygmy Rattlesnakes, even the Duskies. They can be quite common, especially around here, and I am looking forward to seeing at least a couple of these this trip, hopefully. First one right here, just chilling in the road. Fairly nice looking individual. It has some really busy patterning on the sides and a nice light background color, but really beautiful. We're gonna try to move him off the road, and I'll give you guys a better look at him before we let him go. So what makes this guy so interesting to me is he has these really cool little twin spots going down his back. Makes him look like one of the Mexican Pygmy rattlesnakes almost. But really nice pygmy to start the day. First snake of the trip, and hopefully we'll see a couple more of these guys throughout the next couple days. So we're gonna get some quick photos of him and leave him right here. Just a look at this guy in the shade versus in the sun. They changed quite a bit, or just the angles and the colors come out a little different, but that is an awesome way to start the day. We're gonna leave this guy alone and keep driving, see what else turns up. Check these out. Gigantic pitcher plants. Look at that. It comes up over my knee. That's so awesome. All right, here's our next snake of the day. Big surprise. That is a glossy crayfish snake just chilling on the pavement in the middle of the day. It's around noon at this point. I'm really not sure what this guy's doing, but definitely not something I was expecting to see in broad daylight. I mean, it's fairly warm out here. It's about 80 degrees, 82, something like that. And just not what I was expecting to see on the road in those temperatures. Really cool though, I'm not gonna complain about that. It's not a species I get to see often at all. So I found this species before. I'm not sure if I've shown them on the channel. We've seen the western species on the channel, which is pretty cool. But I do believe this might be the first one from the eastern edge of their range that we've seen. These guys go as far west as Texas and all the way east to the Atlantic coast. The vast majority of the ones I've seen have been either in Louisiana or in this area. So this is probably only like my 4th or 5th representative of the species, so really cool to see. Anyways, I'm getting eaten alive by bugs right now, so I'm just gonna put this guy down. We moved him to the side of the road he was heading towards and keep moving, see what else we can turn up. Really awesome. Glossy crayfish snake. This is a mostly aquatic species. Super weird to see one this far from water, but you can see a lot of this area looks like it's flooded recently, and a lot of this is probably ephemerally wet, so when it's been raining a lot of this might end up being partially underwater. So anyways, I'm gonna leave him right here. I'm sure he knows what he's doing. Let's keep moving and see what else we can turn up. Look at this guy. What's up, dude? Come here. Yeah. Nice. Florida snapping turtle. We just grabbed lunch. While we were eating, it started pouring rain, and we headed back out to road cruise, trying to get to an area that hasn't been absolutely drenched. And this guy shows up in the road. Really cool. This is actually a different subspecies than the ones we have up north. This is the Florida snapping turtle. And not too much discernible difference for a layperson. And honestly, I'm not even very good at telling these guys apart from normal, common snapping turtles. But they do look a little bit darker on average. You can see this turtle's almost completely black. But really cool. I'm glad we found this guy. We're going to help him across the road and keep cruising, see what else we can turn up. But pretty good start to the afternoon, if you ask me. A nice Florida snapping turtle. Here's another one of these guys. We found some dry road, so we're going to hang out here for a little bit. There's another car coming. It's so gnarly. That's awesome. Hopefully we'll get one of these where we can actually see it and it's not tucked into a shell, but every time we cruise one, a car comes and we have to get them out of the road before they get hit. So anyways, I'm just gonna put this guy in the wood line. We're gonna keep moving. It feels amazing out here. And here's another one. Probably the most normal looking one yet, but this guy is absolutely covered in mosquitoes. Look at that, poor guy. I wonder, they're even able to get between the scoots on the shell. That's nuts. Look at that. All right, guys, here's our next snake of the day. We just cruised this really awesome looking rat snake. I'm gonna get a couple quick photos, then I'll give you guys a better look. This is such a awesome looking snake. I mean, just look at that face and that really odd off yellow white color. I haven't seen too many of these guys in North Florida, but word on the street is the ones around here are some of the nicest gray rats that you'll find anywhere. And this guy is a good example of that. That is amazing. Is he asleep? No, he realized he was alive. What's up, dude? You gonna be bitey now? Sure looks like you're gonna be bitey. Yeah, look at that. That's a camera. Whoa! Oh, that's awesome. He's gonna bite my face, isn't he? Alrighty, guys. Well, as usual, we're just gonna let this beauty go on the other side of the road and keep moving. That is really awesome. What an awesome looking snake. All right, bud, go on. Straight into the grass. All right, we finally got our next snake of the day. It's been a slow couple of passes, but right here is our next pygmy, and he's doing a nice little twitch there. Nothing too crazy about this one, but he is really clean. Obviously got some very beautiful blue colors on him, and he's not happy with me, so I'm gonna take some quick photos and then we'll move him out of the road. All right, well, grumpy little pygmy number 2 for the day. We're gonna move him off the road. This thunderstorm's moving in, it seems like, so we're gonna try to stay on the road and see what else we can turn up before it starts raining on us. Pygmy rattlesnake number 2 for the day. Hi, buddy. Put you in the grass. Stay out of the road. Go on. There you go. There's a couple Nerodia down here. You can see his head right there. It looks like a brown water snake. Don't know if they're gonna let me get anywhere near them. You can see him right there, chilling in the rocks. Might see if I can get my hands on this guy. We'll probably see a couple of these tonight, but cool that snakes are basking. He's actually just chilling. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna grab him real quick. All right, guys, this one is the one I caught, and then my dad raked this one out of some of the riprap right here. There's some, I guess, flood debris. He was digging through it, and that second one popped out. So there were at least 3 of these guys right there, because that in-shed one's not the other one we saw. But pretty cool. Brown water snakes. We'll probably see some more of these guys tonight while we're shining around, but I figured I'd grab these guys and show them to you real quick. But always nice to see. Very bitey. Normally these guys are one of the more laid-back waters, but these guys have been tearing into me. All right. Whoop. Straight down into the rocks. And here is the 3rd brown water snake at this spot. This one is really weird looking. He's got like super faded pattern compared to those other ones. I might try to grab this guy too and see what he looks like up close. So this brown water snake is a bro, as it would turn out. He hasn't moved a muscle since I walked over here, aside from a few tongue flicks, so we're not gonna mess with him. He's just chilling. Really cool looking snake though. Anyways, at least 4 brown water snakes right here at this quick little creek stop. Pretty cool. Always nice to stop and rack up the numbers with some Nerodia when the cruising's slow. It's pissing rain and there's a snake. Look at that. Nice big corn snake in the rain. What is up, my guy? What are you thinking? It's pouring rain. Whoa! It's pouring. Whoa! Dude, chill out. Listen to those frogs.
I was on my camera taking a picture.
What's up, dude? I wish it wasn't pissing rain and I could photograph you. All right, guys, it's absolutely pissing, so I'm gonna let this guy go, and we're gonna get back to driving. I'm not sure how well any of that came out because it is absolutely pouring right now. I mean, you can see just how ridiculous. I mean, it's still daylight out and it's basically nighttime right now. That's how hard it's raining. So we're driving around just kind of trying to kill time and wait for this rain to stop or for it to get dark, one. So we're gonna keep at it. Well, the rain is finally letting up a little bit. It's drizzling still. Here's a little southern toad. These guys are everywhere on the road right now. I figured I'd show them real quick. Probably gonna be finding millions of these tonight, literally. So we're gonna go cruise around and hope some snakes are out in this rain too. All right, guys, our first snake after dark goes to yet another gray rat snake. Another handsome one. Not quite as nice as that first one, but really nice looking rat snakes around here. I'm stoked we got to see a couple of these guys tonight. That was a really good looking snake. Small, young one. The first one was young too. This one's a little bit smaller than that first one, but either way, really cool. Nice looking gray rat snake out in the rain. So hopefully there will be more stuff out. Kind of surprised we didn't see any water snakes or anything before this guy, but our first snake after dark goes to this nice little gray rat. We're gonna escort this guy off the road and let him resume his frog hunting or whatever it is he's doing. All right, guys, it's been a while, but our next snake of the night is yet another corn snake. This guy is much more deep red than the first one we found. Looks a lot, I guess, a lot more like the corns from further east of here, like around South Carolina and stuff. But really beautiful looking snake. I'm glad we can actually get a look at this one, unlike that last one, because it was pouring rain. All right, guys, we're gonna move this corn off the road and keep moving. It seems like at least the rat snakes are out, so maybe we will see some more stuff. All right, guys, this is probably going to be our last snake of the night. We're almost back to town. Another little gray rat. We've been driving around for hours and have not seen anything since I last talked to you guys. But nice little juvenile gray rat here. Still very wet out here. The rain is still in and out. It's light rain right now, but it's been in and out all night. But either way, third gray rat snake of the night. This has definitely been the most common species, I think, after dark at least. So we're just gonna move this guy off the road and probably wrap it up here. Good morning, everyone. It was a very rainy night here in North Florida, and it's looking like it's going to lead into a rainy day today. But as of now, it's not raining. It's dry, feels really nice, super humid. It's a little bit damper than I'd like it to be, considering the sun's not out. So either way, we're gonna try to turn up some snakes here this morning before it starts raining again. So I will see you guys when we find something. If you were wondering what herping in North Florida in May is like, that was a gigantic horsefly. There's our first herp of the day on the road. Another boxy. Another big guy. Look at that. What's up, dude? You seem relatively content. Just so you can see how big that dude is. He's also got some pretty gnarly scarring on him. Yeah. Very nice. These guys are always so shy. Look at that wound right there. Really awesome. All right, well, stuff's out, so we're gonna keep cruising and see what else we can turn up. It's starting to feel really nice out here this morning. Another one. We found one that had just been run over too. Look at this guy. Oh, look at the mosquitoes on this one. Jeez. All right, the mosquitoes are getting on me, so I'm gonna move him out of the road. Another one. What's up, dude? I love how many box turtles there are here. Even if I'm not seeing snakes, at least I'm stopping for one of these every 10 minutes. Really cool. All right, let's get you to safety on the other side of the road. Whoa, look at that. He's got a notch on his belly. Whenever I see markings like this on turtles, I always wonder if someone did that and tried to, you know, keep him as a pet or something, and kept him tied up to a string or something. Really weird, because otherwise, how would that even happen? I mean, there's not much that, I mean, that could be maybe an alligator tooth, but there's not much that could just crunch through the shell of a box turtle like that. Crazy. Yo, look at this guy. That's awesome. What's up, dude? He's going to the ditch. There you go. That's cool. I thought it was a shadow in the road. Nope, just a big old alligator. Is he hissing at us?
Yeah.
What's up, dude? Yeah, keep going. Get out of the road. Angrily walks through the grass. All right, guys, it rained a ton more, and a lot of the areas we were planning on hitting today are still getting rained on and will be getting rained on for the remainder of the day. So we're gonna try to finish out this trip hiking around some new areas we've never been to. It's really cool coastal habitat here, and should have kingsnake, should have diamondbacks, lots of good stuff out here. I don't know what our odds of finding it are this late in the year, but we're gonna walk around, see if we can find some stuff to flip, and hopefully at least turn up a few things. So I'll keep you guys updated. Why are there so many crabs here? Look at that. There's a crab party going on right here. Oh my God. What on earth? Look at the crabs. There's a sea urchin. Look at these guys. There's so many of them. And they move in herds, as it would turn out. Crab party, crab party, crab party. Oh my goodness. This is the most intact horseshoe crab I've ever seen. And flip them over and see those really cool little mini claws. Really cool. All right, guys, well, we are getting ready to head home. It has been a fun couple of days here in Florida. Not the most productive herping, really frustrating weather with all the rain. But all around, it's been a pretty good day. Found a couple of nice boards I picked up that were in the road that I'm gonna put out back home. it was really cool hanging out here on the coast. We found some really cool looking spots that I think are going to produce in the future, but really frustrating all around that we didn't see more than we did. But it was a fun little quick rocket run. I enjoyed it. So anyways, back to Georgia, and in 2 days I'm heading to Colorado. So if we don't see anything else today, I will see you guys in the next episode, where hopefully I will be coming to you guys from Colorado. So here we have a green anole, the native ones that we see all the time. And then right here, we have a non-native brown anole. That is super crazy. That is the weirdest looking anole I've ever seen. All right, guys, we're slowly making our way home, but we found a really cool looking area here, so we're gonna stop and walk around a little bit. And you can see how high the water is from all this rain. This is not supposed to be underwater, but lots of brown and green anoles here, and that really weird looking intermediate one. Really cool looking. Wish I'd gotten a better picture of him, but anyways, we're just gonna walk around out here for a little bit and then maybe do some cruising and see if anything turns up. All right, guys, so I was poking around some bark at the base of a pine tree, and I found this. I was like, oh, that's a Scarlet king shed. Looks really fresh. And sure enough, peek behind the next piece, and bam. First Kingsnake of this trip. Surprisingly, it took 2 whole days to find one. They're pretty common in the panhandle of Florida, but took us a while. Was really expecting to see one on the road, but finally got one. This little guy is absolutely adorable. I'm gonna get some pictures before we start losing light. It's about to start getting dark, and we're gonna road cruise in this area. Well, it may not be the Apalachicola or Eastern King we were hoping to see this weekend, but it is an incredible little snake and a species I will never get tired of finding. And it's a beautiful example too. This thing is amazing. I love these little ones with the white bands. As this snake grows up, it's possible they'll turn yellow in this region, but a lot of the snakes from North Florida tend to retain the white. But either way, absolutely stunning little Scarlet king snake. This is actually the first snake of the day, if I remember correctly. I don't think we've seen any snakes today. Lots of other herps, lots of turtles, lots of other cool stuff, but this is the first snake of the day, I believe, here as it's starting to get dark. So really strange that it took us this long to find anything today, but hopefully this is a good sign that this is a good area. So we're gonna get to road cruising and see what else we can turn up. These little snakes look so unnatural when they're moving through the environment. They just look so out of place. What an awesome little snake. Anyways, we'll go put him back in his tree. All right, guys, it is starting to get dark. We just cruised a big erythrogaster that got off the road and a DOR one, so already more snake movement than there was this time last night. So hopefully we'll get into some snakes tonight on the road. If not, I will let you guys know, but I feel like we're gonna at least see something of interest here in the next hour or so. So I will check in with you guys when we find something. Here's a little loggerhead musk turtle swimming around in the river. Don't know if he's gonna let me get a good look at him or not, but pretty cool. Here he comes. There's ants all over me. Come on, come out. You can kind of see him tooling around there. We see him all the time up at home, so I'm not gonna mess with him too much. We might see another one a little bit further down, but decided to shine around a little bit here, and then we're gonna go back to cruising. Here is our first snake after dark, and it is, unsurprisingly, another erythrogaster. I didn't get any video of the first two because one was dead and the other got away, but there's our first live snake of the night on the road. All right, buddy, let's get you across. There you go. And another one. This one's still got a little bit of his juvenile pattern, but you can see that bright orange on the chin. Definitely a little erythrogaster. Number 2 alive so far. And there's number 4 alive. What on earth? So 4 alive and 2 dead at this point. And it's been like 15 minutes of road cruising after it's completely dark. All right, guys, my dad just spotted a nice big rat snake here foraging in the trees, probably slurping up all these anoles we were looking at earlier.
Yeah, there's 2 grounds down there.
That's cool. So you also saw an erythrogaster?
Yeah, he's over by the boat ramp.
Very cool. Nice gray rat snake. We're just gonna leave this guy to his foraging business, but really cool to see. We're gonna get back on the road here in a second and see what else is moving. Look at this barred owl. He's got a snake. We don't want to mess with him, so we're just gonna let him. I'm gonna try to record and be quiet. Oh, it is alive. Holy crap. He's worried about something over there. You better get that and get out of the road, dude. Get it. Get it and go. You better get that and go, or I'm gonna have to. It's not venomous, dude. Just get it. Now go. Get out of the road. He's killing it. Go on. There you go. That was awesome. All right, here's our next snake. That is a banded water, actually. First one of those we've gotten to see. The one that Owl got might have been banded, but I think it was probably a little erythrogaster. But this is definitely a little banded. This place is overrun with erythrogaster, so it's kind of a nice change of pace to see this guy. Oh yeah! Look at that! Oh, it's beautiful! Holy crap! There we go! Eastern mud snake. Oh man, that's amazing. That is the main thing we were hoping to see when we drove down this road and saw how good it looked. It's got ditches on both sides, the perfect mud snake road, and sure enough, after a couple passes after dark, we turned one up. Whoa! And it's beautiful too. This is like a weird, I guess it's probably a year or two old. It's a weird size I've never seen before. All right, guys, here's another look at this beautiful little eastern mud snake we just cruised. These are such amazing snakes, and one I don't get to see very often at all. We found this road on our way home and decided to actually prolong our trip a little bit to stay tonight and cruise it. I'm glad we did, because we found that amazing Scarlet King, a bunch of common snakes, and then of course this guy. The highlight of the day for sure. A beautiful little juvenile eastern mud snake. Since this isn't a species I get to show you guys very often, I'll tell you a little bit more about them. They're almost fully aquatic. They spend a ridiculous amount of time in the water, and one of the only times you see them on the surface is after rain events. As you guys saw, we had plenty of that this weekend. And after big rains like that, they'll move over land the following night, and sometimes even in the rain, but usually seems like they like to move the night after a bunch of rain, or the afternoon after a rainy morning like we had today. And they'll cross the road between areas that have a lot of water, ditches. Like this area has a lot of ditches on the side of the road. You can see he's not behaving like a normal snake. They're very weird and very awkward on land. But in the water, they're very good at maneuvering through and in and out of root balls and grass and crayfish burrows and stuff like that. Because they have a very special diet, these guys eat almost exclusively amphiumas and sirens. So people think. I think the reality is they probably eat a lot more amphibians and other stuff than we think, because it's kind of hard to believe that this species exists in places where there aren't amphiumas and sirens, and they're eating amphiumas and sirens. For obvious reasons, that doesn't make much sense. But either way, absolutely beautiful snakes. One of the most stunning snakes we have here in the southeast, and one that can prove pretty difficult to find at times. Down here in Florida, they're a lot more common than they are up by me in the Atlanta area. They're definitely one of the rarest, if not the rarest, snakes in the Atlanta area. But down here, where there's an abundance of habitat and abundance of prey, they're quite a common snake. They just prove to be secretive and don't cross the roads very much or come out of the water. And I think that's what contributes to people thinking they're kind of rare. But down here, they're actually a relatively predictable and easy snake to find if you know where to go. But anyways, really awesome snake. Definitely makes the trip for us. So we're just going to get a couple quick photos of this guy, and we're going to help him cross the road and let him go in the ditch. That's so awesome. Gone just like that. There's another nice big banded water snake. Actually, it's the first big one we've seen tonight. They've all been little so far, and most of them have been dead, but pretty cool looking. Almost solid black on the first half. But nice looking banded water. We're gonna escort him off the road and keep moving. All right, guys, well, cruising's slowing down and we've got a long drive home, so we're gonna shine this little area right here one more time. Here's another musk turtle. Right there chilling. We're having a hard time getting close to these guys. They're nice and wary tonight. But hopefully we'll see a couple more. All right, guys, my dad just spotted a nice big erythrogaster. First one we've shined tonight. Chilling out under this little dock here. Seen a bunch of these guys on the road, mostly little ones, but we did see one big one that got away, so I'm glad we got to see one up close so you guys could see it. But pretty cool. Definitely the most common snake of the night, so we've seen probably 10 of them at this point, and even more dead, so. But obviously we see a lot of these guys back home, so we're not gonna mess with them too much. I'm gonna get a quick photo and we'll leave him to his hunting. All right, guys, we're heading home. It's windy, it's cold, it's in the low 60s at this point. And we just cruised what is probably gonna be our last snake of the trip. A little banded water snake here, almost at the Georgia state line. This guy's a lot prettier than the ones we were seeing earlier, so I'm gonna get a quick photo of him and we're gonna let him go. All right, guys, well, that is almost certainly gonna be the end of this video, so thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in Colorado next week.